Ryan Blaney has joined us. He's the driver of the number 29 Cooper Standard Careers for Vets Ford for Brad Keselowski Racing. And Ryan, certainly a tough way to end the race there. Everybody's okay, it appears. But just talk about your thoughts. Obviously, had to get out there tonight without any practice or qualifying, but actually it looked like it turned out to be a pretty good race.
Yeah, we struggled really bad. Throughout the day, we were so loose getting going, and we took huge swings at it all day or all night, and got it okay, the very last little bit of it. I think the last run we were decent. We stayed out there, which I thought was the right call. That was the only way we were going to have a shot at it. We couldn't run with the 488 all night. They were definitely the class of the field, but I thought that was a good call. And then I don't know what happened on the restart. I feel like the 19 went right when I got to the first mark, and you couldn't get back to them. But that hurt us definitely. But I really would have liked to try to get back racing right there. I thought we might have had a small chance at it. You don't really have a chance from third on the bottom. It's hard to even maintain third. But a decent night for us after starting off as bad as we did, and that's kind of a product of the guys in the pits working as hard as they did, taking big swings at it.
Thank you, Ryan. Now we'll hear from Erik Jones. Erik's the driver of the number 4 Special Olympics World Games Toyota for over at Kyle Busch Racing. Just talk about Kyle Busch Motorsports, I should say. Talk about your race out there tonight, Erik. Obviously, I believe this is the first time you've been behind the wheel of a truck here at Kentucky Speedway. How you thought the truck handled and how you thought you performed overall here tonight.
Yeah, our Tundra was pretty good. Didn't start off exactly where we needed it. We started off pretty free and kind of tightened it up throughout the night, and then got to a point when the sun went down and I was pretty comfortable with it. Just, didn't quite have the speed that Matt had, but we'd gotten in clean air a couple times, and, we were able to hold him off behind us, just kind of taking the air away from him and that whole game. But Matt got a good push on the restart, cleared us, got the right push at the right time, and, that's how it's going to go sometimes. So I wish we could have another restart to, at least have a shot. But it's a good night overall, and I'm just proud of these guys. It's not easy to unload from the truck and go racing by any means, and we got pretty close with it, which is pretty impressive for any team.
Questions from anyone in here? Stan?
Stan Creekmore with RPMTonight.com, and it's actually for both of you. When you don't have any practice whatsoever, it's rained all day long and everything, you're going out on an absolutely green track. How do you get your mind set so that no matter what happens in the first few laps, you just keep on going for it?
Well, I was fortunate to be in the Xfinity car for a couple laps, which helped. But, you just kind of try to have that mentality of whatever happens, let it happen, and do all you can to make it better. So I think that's kind of the approach you got to take, and that's the approach I took is, it's 150 laps. It's a long time here for a truck race, and let it happen, let it come to us, and it came around at the end of the day, but just didn't work out.
Yeah, same thing. It's just a huge, pat on the back to everybody that works on these trucks and sets them up initially, and for them to hit it, fairly close right off the truck with no practice or anything, that's big props to those guys and all the hard work that they do back at the race shop. So, like Erik said, it's a long race, and they gave us plenty of tires. I think we had 5 sets for the whole race, so they definitely weren't shy about that, so we had plenty of time to work on our truck. And like I said, it speaks volumes back to the guys at the shop and all the hard work they do to put a truck out there with no laps on it in practice or qualifying and go be fairly competitive in the race.
Another question, Stan?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And for both of you as well. But Ryan, in what you said to start off this interview, what were you hoping for in those final 5 laps that could have possibly given you a chance at the checkered flag?
I mean, you never know what can happen. It's hard to really do much from third. Really, on the inside, it's so hard to even maintain your position on the inside of this racetrack on restarts. But if you shove someone out, you might have a small chance. That's what I was trying to do with Matt, was try to get inside of him. Maybe you can slide him into 3. You never know. And you might have been able to learn from that restart and apply it to the next one, and it might have worked out. But you just want an opportunity. Even though if it's a small chance it's going to work or benefit you, you just kind of want that opportunity, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. I was pretty comfortable in the lead. I felt like I don't know if Matt could have got around us while we were leading. Clean air was so important, but when we lost the lead, obviously when that caution came out, I was thinking, man, this is our shot. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. We didn't get a shot at it, but you're just hoping for anything to happen. I mean, you start on the front row on the inside. That's a good position to be in, and you get a good push, you get a good run into one and clear them. That's all it takes, and it's 2 lap shootout, so it doesn't take much to hold them off after that. But I think that's all you're hoping for is just a chance at it.
Very much, Erik and Ryan, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.